Good morning. My name is Koa and I'm telling a story about my life. Reading has always been hard. Math was easier for me. Excuse me. Math was easier, but I needed extra help with reading. Before we moved to Mississippi, I got extra help in my school in Southern California. But that stopped when we moved here. The schools didn't help me when I needed it like the schools in California did. Reading is still hard for me. I need help filling out filling out forms and reading insurance papers. But because I'm not sure of what they say, my mother would help me fill out applications and medical forms, but she died almost 3 years ago. And now I have to figure a way to get them filled out myself. I had help to I have had to rely on others to help me. They take advantage of me by stealing my money. For example, they come over when I am getting money, wanting to borrow money, telling me they don't have anything to eat for their children, for their kids, or ask for money to help keep their lights and water on for their children. And they don't pay me back. Excuse me. I let someone stay with me. She helped me with getting food stamps, food stamps, disability, and insurance. So she got my information. She knew how to get into my accounts because she was helping me. I've been, I been, I began to wonder when all my money was going. Come to find out, she had been ordering a whole bunch of clothes and stuff online. She must have taken pictures of my cards. I felt like she thought I owed her because she was helping me with my paperwork. She got mad when I put my foot down and told her that she had to move out. Because spelling is hard, I had trouble texting. I leave out words or use the wrong words when I am stressed, and people don't understand why, don't understand where I'm coming from and get mad. I might be trying to be sweet and they think I have an attitude and am being judgmental. Also, I try to text everything I want to say to someone who cuts me off and won't let me talk. I don't want to ask someone to proofread it. I did that in the past and it caused problems with the people I was texting. It makes it hard to have good relationships. Because I can't read, people take advantage of me. A man came out to sell me a alarm system for homeowners. I told him I rent and I didn't want it. But he said it's okay and talked me into getting it. They wanted to do everything by email and not by phone. Now I'm stuck with an $8,000 bill because I couldn't read the email that well to understand how to get out of it. After my job in the at my job in the kitchen at the nursing home, I had to read the residents' tickets to know what food the resident needed. I had to make sure they did not get something they couldn't have or didn't like. It was hard because I couldn't read well enough to work fast enough to get the right food on the trays. I went in early. I went in at 3:30 or 4:30 for my 5:30 a.m. shift so I could have time to read the tickets. I was embarrassed, but I didn't want special privileges. They didn't know I had to read a ticket 3 or 4 times to understand. I highlighted things that were important and figured out what I had to make myself. I tried to read the recipes by I tried to read the recipe but couldn't always figure out the words. I had to go on YouTube sometimes to understand how to make things. I had only just begun to work on making my reading better. I had made some progress, but I need more work. If I could have read when my children were younger, I would have helped my son more. He is nonverbal autistic. I would have liked to have helped him learn sign language so he could communicate. I want to be able to remember people's names. I can't remember their names and I can't write them down because I couldn't spell them. Now I'll put the letter I know, but if I go back, I don't know what I wrote. I want to be able to have a better understanding of what I read. I am in Dillon School in the evenings. I have to read over and over again to understand. I want to be able to read my Bible and fiction books. I like to cook and I want to be able to read the recipes. I want to be able to do my own paperwork when I can read better. I want to be more independent and not get so much help. People don't have time because they have their own lives. I want I would like to help others with their paperwork, directions, and help them find places where they can find help. Thank you.